Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for the 2 antique booths that we have and the 2 antique malls that we're in. Mommy Antiques in Maumee, Ohio, and Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan. And today we are on our way to set up for the Vintage Market show. It's tomorrow. It's called Merry Masquerade, and we got a truckload and a carload, so it's going to take some time. So come along with us and see what we have to do to set up for our show. So our show is at the Monroe County Fairgrounds here at the Expo Center. There's a few dealers outside, I believe. Boy, it's going to be a cold day for them. So we're going to go get it all set up, and the show is on Sunday, and it does December 16th of 2025. So you may be seeing this video later than that, but we're going to try to put out a short too. So here's the buildings here, so that people have awareness that the show is happening. So let's go on in and start loading our stuff up. So we lucked out and we got a cart, and I got the first loads in. I'm waiting for my husband to bring the tables and the tents and whatnot. So I'm unloading my car right now and trying to get most of this stuff in. There's all the stuff that came out of my car, other than the blow molds. That's a lot of stuff for a little car. Now we gotta go, the truck is here with my husband, and now we gotta go get the tents and the tables. The back of our truck basically holds all the tables and the tent and all of the tablecloths and stuff like that, lighting that we need to set up the booth. So even though this is a big inside of a truck, it doesn't hold that much. So let's bring all this stuff in, because we got to get that tent up before we can do anything. So these great big carts are so wonderful, because look at all the stuff we got on here. Then we got our tent, and our back of our truck is empty, other than a tarp and a dolly that we didn't need to use today. So we got our tent up, and my husband is doing the electricity in the inside, and I'm going to start pulling out the tables. Luckily this neighbor hasn't come yet, and I can use that area to get the tables all folded up. You can see other dealers are starting to set up too, and the displays are going up. And we have our tent almost totally up. We got to put the front on, and then we got to raise it a bit. We have our sandbags, that's a requirement. And then we have our sign here in the back, which you'll be able to see once we lift this tent up. So we got our tables set up, and we have the suitcases on here. I haven't opened them yet and propped them open. So now we have to open the suitcases, work on those, and then we have to fill in with all the smalls that we have. So we got a few blow molds here. Hopefully they go. I really don't want to store them for another year in my barn. So I'm going to have them priced to sell. So let's keep going. So I got my husband here working on these racks. These are all these Christmas clothes and some vintage sweaters we're going to be selling. And then here's 2 of the jewelry cases, and he's really good at this. So he's got already 2 of them ready to go. So we got reds there, reds and pinks, and we have greens, yellows, those types of colors in this one. Now these over here we still have to do. We have to set them all up. It's wonderful to have them all in the suitcases, but you still have to set things up, and they get a little bit disheveled when you're moving things. So we still have a bit to do. And then here's all the expensive stuff's going to be in here. Our piles are getting smaller here. This is still all the stuff that we got to get in the booth. Hopefully most of it fits. We'll see how this goes. And we got it going a little bit better here. We have some of the suitcases done. They need to be a little bit cleaned up on the bottom, but the necklaces are hanging. And we have some of our smalls out in various areas, and I incorporated the blow molds within the display. So we still got 2 more suitcases to do and fill in with lots of little stuff. So we're getting there. We got a lot of the smalls down now, and we don't got a heck of a lot of room, I'll tell you. But we're gonna try to dishevel this a bit. It's kind of just in, but it's not set up nice yet. So we got a lot of Santa Claus items. So I hope to see some of you folks there. Now I realize that this tape won't come out till after the fact, but I'm going to probably do a short so that folks know this is what's going on. So we're getting there. So we are pretty much set up. We do got to straighten out the suitcases in the morning. I got my blow molds over here. It's hard to fit all this in, let me tell you. And this here will be gone in the morning so they can see the quilts and all the Christmas clothing. Got some Santa Claus suits. And the jewelry, like I said, we need to straighten out in the morning, so we just got to do that. Look at all the stuff we got. I got lots of toys this time. I thought that would be good for Christmas. I brought some of the Barbie dolls that I had bought through the summer. We have the green luggage, the red and green together, and the silver and gold are in the back. And lots of Santa Clauses. Yeah, we definitely got some straightening up to do in the jewelry, but we'll get that in the morning. I'm going to come in here a little bit early and get everything straightened up really nice. It's interesting how it gets so disheveled, just moving from one place to another. And then here's this rack here also has to be fixed up tomorrow morning. But other than that, we're pretty under control. We have a ton of Christmas jewelry. Tons, tons, tons. And I brought some pretty expensive jewelry too this time. Some beautiful sterling pieces. And some Pandora bracelets, which I usually don't deal with, but I found a bunch. So here's the sterling rings. And here's the regular rings. And other than straightening up, I think we're pretty much under control for the morning. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye, everybody.